Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and a brand new video. We've got a lot to get through. I'm doing a little awareness post about something that I've been through recently, and it's my first time doing a video like this, but I'm going to be talking about something that I wasn't going to talk about on here, but I'm going to. I think it would be a good life lesson for a lot of you. I've done something that's not the best of things, but others have done other things that are also not so good. So this is a long video. You're 50 seconds in. It's gonna be a long one, so get something to eat, get a cup of tea, sit down and chill out and watch something you've never seen me talk about on here. This is not content I'm going to do on the regular, but it's something I want to address on here. So, let's just get on with it. Before I get on with the rest of the video, I think I should give context so you get an idea of what is going to be coming up. So a while ago, and this is a while ago now, a friend of mine, again, won't mention any names, a friend at the time was after a ps5 for their son for his birthday, and was figuring out where she could get the best deal for one, I guess. Like we all want to do, because they're quite expensive. I guess for some people, probably not. But for a lot of people, they are expensive, these games consoles. So I said to my friend, another friend of mine has got a deal with EE where they can add up to 5 different consoles. You have to spend $29, I think, upfront cost before getting the console. You have to pay so much after that as part of your phone bill. So I rang my friend, the other friend at the time, got on the blower, and I said what I had just been told. Could they add another one on, and I pay them once a month towards the bill? No hesitation, it was yes straight away. And I thought, sweet, it's going ahead. And I didn't want to tell her, oh, it's happening, until I had the PS5. I believe it was the Slim. I didn't want to get the Pro. 1, it's more money. 2, I don't know if they've got a 4K TV, because that's what you need for the Pro. And they're not that much better, to be honest. So save a couple of quid, get the Slim. I would say it's still quite good. Unless you're a proper serious gamer, then I suppose you could get the Pro. Anyway, I don't want to digress onto whatever. So it was all going ahead. We went to EE a week later, 2 weeks later, not long after, shall we say. I paid the $29 upfront cost, and I thought, right, that's good. I've got it. I can tell her it's going ahead because I've got the thing. Like, I'm taking it back. I took it back to mine, and then I met her at boxing, and I gave it to her, and I was like, look, I've done it. And she was so over the moon, so happy, like, yeah, you know. A mum of 3 kids, mental health, genuinely struggling, that I wanted to help her. Her son's autistic as well. Not to go too much into all of that, because, you know, Um, losing my train of thought now. Oh no! Anyway, so it was all good. I got invited round there. I helped set it up. And it was all going really well. The other friend at the time was in supported living, like I am. His support worker was very concerned, which I do get now. I didn't quite get it at the time. Like, I didn't see any issues. Like, I'm paying my friend off. Like, what's the big deal? He rang me. It was the support worker in the background. I was put on speaker. I believe I put them on speaker as well. Because I was sat right here. Yes, I was sat right here. I wasn't out or anything. I don't think I did go out that day. I don't even know what day it was now. It might have been a Wednesday. My Wednesday is normally my do nothing day, where I do nothing. But now I go off and do education, which go me, getting out there and doing more. Very proud of myself. Anyway, don't digress, you bitch, don't. So it wasn't going smoothly in his support worker's eyes at the time. Theft was mentioned, which no one's stolen anything. I said to the girl at the time, we'll say A and B. She's A, he's B. I don't want to say names. You guys know I don't really do that. Only on accident, which I do apologise for every time. So I said to A that don't worry about paying me back. You're a mum of 3. Mental health, you're struggling, I get it. A's nan had already sorted a ps5, don't know which one, doesn't matter, sorted one out for a catalogue. She was due to pay her some of the money towards it. You know how catalogues work. I'm sure you do. But I wasn't told about that until after the one I gave was set up. And I think they wanted to sell it to make the money to pay off the one that was already sorted. I believe that's how it went. I'm not sure if that's really what happened, but I do know the one I gave was sold. Because I rang her and I said, B's support worker is wanting to get the police involved. And her reason for that was it panicked her to the point where she sold it. She didn't want to be done for theft. She didn't want them going to her house. B's support worker, not Walker, wanted her name, her address, like everything that I knew I had, phone number, and I wasn't really wanting to do that. But B's support worker was adamant, like she wanted this information. I do believe I gave the number and address. I'm trying to remember it all. I believe that's how it was. I felt obligated, like really uncomfortable. I just think, oh, do I have to do that? And because I heard the police being involved, I was like, I should cooperate then. Sorry, it's a bit sweaty. As you can imagine, it's quite hot at the moment. Understatement. What was I saying? I'm gonna digress. Whoop whoop. Anyway, I gave the information. I was told we need to get it back. B is in debt. B can't afford to pay it. I knew that and I allowed it to happen. B said, I said no at first, didn't I? Like I didn't want to do that. I said nothing. I didn't say no, you said yes. I felt so uncomfortable and so overwhelmed with it all that I just didn't even answer it. I just said, if you told me it was going to put you in debt, I wouldn't have done it. I just would not have done that. I would have said, no, I can't have you in debt. I can't be doing that. And I would have said to my friend, it's going to put B in debt. I can't really afford for that to happen. And hopefully A would have understood. Hopefully. Um. Anyway, B telling the support worker with me on speaker that they said no at first and they didn't want to do that was throwing me under the bus. And it was, oh, if B said no and he didn't want to do that, then it shouldn't have happened, blah blah. Support worker was very angry, like, she was like, Karen was plugged into the mains. She was looking out for B and B's best interest as a support worker, and I didn't see that at the time. I understand now. B is, I believe, not under the supported living system now. I'm not entirely sure on that. So don't hold me to that if it's not quite correct. I know that B has moved, but that's nothing to do with me. That doesn't really matter. It's just like, yeah. B keeps wanting to mention about me and cyber stalking. I'm being told what you're posting about me, online. You're making me out to be this big bad person, when I know I'm not. So you're saying that you're allowed to post about me, but I'm not allowed to know what it is because you want to class it as cyber stalking. But people are sending me and showing me things that you're saying. So are they cyber stalking to tell me then? Anyway, I will show the screenshots and unpick them and help explain them to the best of my ability. Just so you guys can see what's being said. For those nosy buggers that want to know. I mean, they're on the internet. It's not really hard to find, but I'll show you anyway, because I got all up to date. There's over 25, that I do know. Someone told me to count, so I did. And I was like, oh, this many, whatever. The police, when they spoke to my mum, had explained that how we went about it was quite silly, and there was no proper written contract. No one agreed or signed anything. Verbally agreeing is not a contract, they said to my mum. They also said to her that because the bill is under B's name, B has to pay it. I don't owe anything. I don't need to pay anything. So, and B said once the money's mine, I can do what I want with it. I did allow B at first to put on the electric, but then I was like, no, it should really go on the bill. B does smoke things that, the law don't like, and I didn't want to pay for that, so I decided I've had enough. I'm not paying anymore. I don't have to anyway. I'm not going to pay for someone's bad habit when I really want it on the bill, because it going on the bill was the agreement we spoke about. He's got all this energy for me, but not for A, who sold it. And didn't tell me straight away, because I don't believe I was told straight away, to be honest. I didn't tell B straight away because I was trying to process it all, So you may as well have it when we get to the screenshots, so you can see what's being said. Talking and agreeing by conversation, he thinks it's a contract. And he thinks that that's evidence that will get me to pay it. The police have closed the case. It's classed as a civil matter. There's nothing they can do. And that is literally everything they've said to my mum down the phone. They are going to know what they are talking about. B knows somebody who is a retired officer. Surely they will agree that what was said is true. If they, the retired officer that he knows will know what they're talking about, surely. I don't understand, I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. Sorry, I've just unmuted the TV then. Yeah, I'm just being made to look something I'm not, which it is what it is. B will keep being persistent, but I wanted to spread this awareness video out there to tell you guys, don't always be so kind to help somebody, because it can bite you up the arse. And both of A and B both threw me under the bus, and I decided to someone smashed the glass outside. I decided to have it where they are both under my life. A B will see this, no doubt. I want B to know that you can keep posting about me. That's fine. It's only not fine when it's stuff that is not true. If you're being truthful, it wouldn't really matter. But because there's things that you're saying that are not true, well, you know what I mean. Anyway, you're waiting for the screenshots, aren't you? So let's just get them out there. So at least those other people under 200 that have been affected by her, who and what for, I'm confused about. Behaviour 140 and 50 to someone else. Like I said, you are scared and running and haven't done anything. The only thing you have done is block people and make them out to be bad. If I don't owe anybody anything, I've got nothing to run from. That is that one. So that unpicks that, so that is done. Good. It wasn't long ago I pointed out Elise, somebody I know, 50 quid, she blocked them. Then someone says that she owes money. It Elise is on the defence and doesn't care if she hurt that person and won't admit what she did is wrong. Hopefully you get what is coming for you. I don't know what's coming for me. Do you see that as a threat? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't feel threatened. But then, I just don't. So, I still don't know who these other people are that I'm supposed to owe. I'm still confused. We need a bit more information here. If it's people that have treated me in the past and they now want money back, then that's really petty. Especially if we're talking years ago. That's all I want to say on that one. On with the next one. Now, he seems to think, and he has mentioned this a few times, that I'm supposed to have a lot of accounts. That is not me. I have one other account, so I could get the screenshots to make this. Okay? This is one of Elise's fake TikTok accounts. I haven't got the name, I got picture. So, someone's saying this is me. So, this is someone else telling him that. I'm assume anyway. Not too sure. But no, that's not my private account. I don't know if he'll find me or not. But, I have a way of watching. And I've got all the up-to-date ones. Until you post tomorrow, if you post tomorrow. But yeah, on with the next one. So I'm going to read this out and then unpick it and say what's true and what isn't, and I will do that with the rest. I had a voice message from Elise saying I am not allowed to go to the gym. Something to say, you can't stop me because you are not the police. I haven't done anything wrong, so I can't be banned. You saying things completely different on TikTok than the voicemails I am getting anyway. I found something better I think he's meant to say than the gym. Anyway, gym equipment don't get cleaned enough. Knowing someone else was it before you. Well, no, I am doing something way of keeping fit, a cleaner way of keeping fit. So I never said he can't come to the gym. I just said if he kicks off and starts, they chuck him out. Simple as. I'm not saying he's going to do that, but worst case scenario. There are sprays and wipes you can put on the gym equipment after you've used it, so it's not that dirty. I don't get where he's getting that from. He's been there, he's seen it, he knows how it works. So, I hope that we understand that part. There was this one time Elise asked me to borrow my phone. She wouldn't let me look what she was doing on it. It's unclear how much information and how much she changed on my phone. I don't know how she messed around with my YouTube. I didn't do anything with his phone. I just messed with him and he didn't realise. Let's be honest. With his YouTube, I didn't do nothing with it, but because he kept accusing me of it, I thought I'll mess with it then. I just subscribed to Baby TV. And the lesbian thing, that wasn't me. I wouldn't go that far. So that says a bit about you that I don't think me all want to know, to be honest. But yeah, that clears that up. I hope you have got more of an understanding now of that. So there you go for that one. People can't judge people what they spend their money on. That is controlling behaviour. If someone is an alcoholic or got a drug addiction, you can't, that person, there is support and help out there if needed. So what he's saying is, the money I should have paid, I should still pay to pay for his bad habits. Now, he does do the wacky backy. I don't know what I can or can't say on here. And I would say borderline functioning alcoholic. He does have a problem when it comes to drinking. Or at least he did when I knew him. Let's just put it that way. I'm not going to pay for anybody's bad habits. And that's just how I felt and will always feel about it. So, you can take that whatever which way you will, but that is how it's being applied to me. If I've missed anything, please guys, please tell me. I would like to know. There's no part 2, this is just going to be a long video, so I do apologise if you got this far and you're still watching. Elise is still stalking my TikTok on different accounts. She blocked me on her main account. I've been advised to block her number. Wonder who done that? Still don't know. Doesn't matter. All I am getting is voicemails. It's the only way to reach you because you've blocked me on everything. Be a real person and own up to what you have done. Done nothing wrong. And you still owe someone 50. Who and what for? You still haven't paid back. I'm still baffled by that bit. I'm genuinely I don't know who and what for. If it's for someone years ago to do with my birthday, it was a treat. And he knew that and defended me back then. So he's finding a way to make me look like an idiot. That's okay. But I'm here to unpick all of this like I knew what I was going to do. Next. What people don't understand is a verbal agreement is still a contract. You don't have to sign anything because you have agreed with talk. Take that in. He said, she said, situation, I think that says. I am dyslexic, making it hard to prove the terms. Lucky me! I have some proof to back up what I am saying. Elise is cyber stalking me. Is that your proof? Okay. You better talk to my dad before things get worse. Do you take the end bit as a threat? I don't see it that way, but others might. His dad is the ex-officer that I was talking about. Since he's brought him up, I may as well mention that bit for those that were interested. I don't know. I couldn't wait to unpick this one. Oh, Elise is saying about not supporting people. Elise said she doesn't like the twins from college. I do not. Oh, look, you are following someone from college you don't like. You are two-faced. You act friends when you want to do something involving money, and knowing you have pay back, you drop them stalking them because you haven't got anything better to do in your life. Sad life, sorry. You want people to make out they are a bad person. You like playing victim, won't last for much longer. I'm not a big fan of the twins that he's talking about, but I followed them because they're following me. I'm just being polite, and they messed and screwed with him and not me. I don't hang out with them. I don't talk to them. I don't know the last time I saw them and said, "Hi, how are you doing?" So he's not really making a big point here. He's just hoping that people will go, "Oh, she is two-faced." Well, I can tell you and assure you I am not. I couldn't wait to unpick this one because he just looks like a twat now. If I'm allowed to say that on here, we'll soon find out. But yeah, I don't talk to them. I'm polite. I'm civil. That's just how it is. But they haven't done any wrong to me. I didn't like what they put you through at the time, but I couldn't care less. I'm living my life. They're living theirs. You're doing whatever you're doing with yours, which is involving a lot of posting about me. But yeah, like I will keep saying, I don't talk to them. I'm just being polite, and that's all it's ever been about. Elise is still stalking my TikTok. Can you stop, please? I don't know what account you are using, as you blocked me on your main TikTok. It's getting tedious. Let's unpick this. You're the tedious one, posting about me several times a day. I'm only being shown what you're posting about me. I look sometimes, but not really massively bothered by it. You're allowed to post about me. That's not the bad thing. But you don't like that I'm seeing and knowing about it. A rule for one and different for somebody else is how I'm looking at this. Yeah, there's not much more to say on this one. Next. I don't know. Elise knows I got a cat. And brings it up. The cat has nothing to do with Elise, agreed, owing me money as she is finding excuses to get out of paying it, not paying for your drugs. It is childish and stupid, okay? 60 so far, out of 720, when my dad, proper noun should be a capital T, joking, I'm just being petty, gets involved, that won't be 720, it will be over 1,000. I wasn't going to make you pay over 1,000 because I'm nice. Oh, bless you, darling. Like that, as you have blocked everyone's number, you have left me no choice, as you said to your friends that you didn't want any money from her. Well, we've established that bit already at the beginning. I want to mention that when his dad and stepmom were phoning me, I didn't know it was them doing that until he had mentioned it like a month later or something like that. when I googled the numbers that I didn't recognise, it said it was a spam call. I get a few of those, so I blocked them so I don't get scammed. He wants to claim that I knew it was them and still ignored them because I'm running and I'm scared. He knows what I do from Monday to Friday. He can come to mine and have it out with me in a nice adult way. But he hasn't done that. He's spam called on whoever's number and constant with the videos, so I'm not really hiding or running at all. Especially when I'm blocking numbers to people when I don't know who they are. But you want to claim I know who they are when I had no idea at the time, and you know that as well. This is not relevant to the PS5 and what's been going on, but I thought I'd show you for you to see what he's basically written. I'm not jealous of my fiance, not boyfriend. He is a trophy hunter. He's got 69 platinums. I'm very proud of him. I said to B that he could get me trophies, but I was never jealous. I'm not the same gamer as my fiance. I don't want to be. I like the cool, chill, relaxed type of games. I've always played like that, and that's how I like it. So I don't get where the jealousies really come from, to be honest. Maybe in a good way, because he's doing well, but I'm not a serious gamer. I don't want to be. So I don't know where that's come from. Yeah, I don't get that at all. Disney Dreamlight and Sims are my main two. I have others, don't really play them much, and that is me telling the truth. That is genuinely how it is. And anyone who knows me can confirm that as well. If they want, you're not obliged. If Elise is making out she is not in the wrong, she would talk to my dad and not block numbers. Again, didn't know it was him ringing, and he knows that, only know it now. As Elise don't talk to my dad and block numbers, thinking she can get away with what she's done is wrong. She is wrong. I am not letting this go until something is done. If this doesn't get sorted, I will still post. I don't care if her followers see. I don't care if they see it either. They're choosing to tell me it's off their own back. Again, when his dad was ringing me, I didn't know that was him. Google said it was spam. It's one of those things, it's just how it happened. I don't want to be scammed, so I blocked it. Now I know it's him. It's just like, I don't know what number it is his that I blocked, because I blocked a few different numbers. And I have had scam calls doing the whole, like, this is your bank. By the way, if that happens, it ain't them. If there's a problem, you go to your branch. Anyway, next. I did this because I thought it was funny that he liked his own videos. Like, and he wants to make out I'm the sad one with the sad life. Look at that then. Elise will not tell the truth. I always did, always will. Agreeing to talk to my didn't happen. He's meant to say dad, I think. She blocked his number, giving her mate contact information to me didn't happen. Confused about this already. She is worried about losing a lot of her followers. I am the truth. It has to come out. If I lose followers, I lose followers. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I've never met half of these strangers. Like, what one impact have they had? I don't understand why he thinks I'm bothered about numbers. I'm just not. That's it on that one. Next. At least I don't care if she lies. She can lie all she likes. What her followers or herself know. I can't read that word, dyslexic, sorry, you read it, with two-faced people before I have dealt, dealt, with someone that shopped, lifted, and assaulted someone. I have dealt with a guy with a knife that robbed my flat. That one is true. Someone really did do that. Do you really think I'm going to back down from Elise that broke a verbal agreement that comes to breaking a civil agreement? I will carry on until she changes her behaviour in paying me what she said she will, or I will take it higher with the advice I got. Now, if the police have already said what they said to my mum, which is what I told you at the beginning, then I don't know how much further he thinks he's going to get with it. But anyway, we just gotta keep going. So next. Well, Elisa's saying that I called her on different numbers. She has failed that she wanted to speak to my dad. She is a chicken to talk to him because she blocked his number, blaming me for calling her on different numbers. Is funny. She thinks she is a big joke. I think I'm a joke. Well, owing me 1,440. It is not a joke, and Elise paid me 39 upfront, cost 29, I think. Making her responsible to pay me. No, it doesn't. Also, Elise failed to say that she told her friend not to pay Elise. Well, I'm saying it if I didn't before, because she was going to pay a month, lying about that you didn't call my mates druggies. I got proof that you did. I called him a druggie, but he doesn't want his dad, the ex-copper, to know that, so he has to deflect and make out I mean them when we know I didn't. So there you go. I did want to talk to his dad, but I'm not interested now. That's just it. I'm not going to pay for any bad habits. And again, when he called, I didn't know it was him. So I have to keep repeating that. Apparently I do. Elise has not given me her mate contact information or anything because Elise told her friend not pay her. Elise also failed to say that after giving the ps5 to her friend, she didn't have to pay me back, correct? And I did give information, but I didn't give you her number because I didn't have her permission to give it out. But you found out her address with help from Google Maps, so you were given something. I hope that's loud and clear as well. Next. Wow, what a lowlife, getting other people to message me, no off their own back. Like I said, guilty people run and hide. The truth hurts. Cyber stalking and impersonation, I think that says. Correct me if I'm wrong, dyslexic, just to remind you. I am saying how things are. This is not harassment. I am posting out facts. Please stop and read the screenshots. But there's over 30 already, so that does say harassment. And I will keep saying harassment because that's what I'm seeing it as now. However, if others do or not, I don't know. But I'm speaking for me, not others. But I'm seeing it that way. This is really funny. He wants me to wonder how I know he's got a cat. His cat's account liked one of my videos. And you post about your cat. That's how I know. Like, how else am I gonna know? You don't want me to know about the cat. Don't post about it then. Simple as. You look like a dick again. Elise likes to be in control and boss people around. She thinks what she wants. her ego is big. I don't think so. And she lies and makes things up that is not going to work. There is no point running. You know what I do from Monday to Friday. I'm not running. We know this. We've established this. If I own nothing, there's nothing to run from. You're not quite understanding that. I will sit and say I don't have a big ego. I like compliments because I'm just starting to accept them, because for many years I couldn't. But if that's a big ego, then, well, that's up to you, isn't it? Elise paid $29 upfront cost. Told you, but it was $39 on another screenshot. For the ps5, the agreement was 30 PM for 2 years. She only gave me 60, as Elise said to her friend not to worry about paying $250. Elise is now reliable. No, I'm not. 29 plus 60. Do the maths, I can't be asked. I don't owe a thing. Please remember what I said at the beginning of the video if you want to go to the beginning again. I don't blame you if you don't. But honestly, this guy is just like so obsessed. And using my face a lot, I don't mind. I look good. I am not surprised Elise has 8 TikTok accounts, 15k followers, and got friends with blue ticks. Like, that's a big deal, apparently it is. I am guessing she doesn't want her reputation, what reputation, and her ego broken. Guess what? The damage you have done has not ended. If you want me to stop posting, stop cyber stalking me, and pay up the money. I do have 15k followers. If he's going to be particular, it's 15.9. Not that I'm bothered. I am friends with a couple of people that have a blue tick. Blue ticks mean fuck all. All they do is say that you are who you say you are. It's not a big deal. It does change people, which I don't quite understand. But again, I don't really care. I don't know what big point he thinks he's making. I don't have an ego. I don't... Obsession with my followers. People are going to start thinking he's jealous or something. I mean, are you? Because this screams a bit of jealousy, and I don't know what there is to be jealous about. I'm just some dickhead who likes to post about gym content and whatever, anything, to be honest. But I don't get it. Are you jealous? There's nothing to be jealous about. Please trust me on that one. If you see this person, Elise, don't believe what she says. She lies and blames everyone else apart from herself. As long as I am not bullying or saying anything unkind, I can carry on posting because I am all about facts. I haven't heard from Elise about paying me the money. I will message an ex-police officer, so his dad, to see what he says. I know he can help. Look, let's just be honest here, because I have been honest the whole time. He threw me under the bus and said he didn't want to do any of it, when he didn't say that at all. He said yes with no hesitation. He wanted to blame ADHD impulse. Don't use ADHD because I'm autistic. I haven't used that once. I'm just saying I don't use what I've got as an excuse for things. I hate people that do that. And you did do it a lot and probably still do. You know? But there you go. This is Elise's TikTok account. If you are following her, please unfollow because she broke a civil agreement. There are some where it's a bit screams struck records, but he does like to repeat himself, and that's all on that one. Thanks for the lovely promoting me, I may as well say, for those who do want to follow me, then go ahead. That is my actual account. Enjoy what you watch. If you like gym content and me having a bit of a rant, then I am the person for you. Thank you for advertising me. That's very kind. I find it funny when someone is the wrong, they would do anything to try to get out of trouble. Elise's prime example is trying to get hold of her. This problem is not going to go away unless agreement is set up, which it was only verbal and it doesn't mean anything. And that's what the police said. Please remember those words. At least my ex-friend told me not to do my TikTok posts with words. No, I just said that not everyone is going to be into that. But he wants to do the whole I'm controlling him thing. I am sorry, there is people that can't hear. It's called subtitles. I am open to improving my TikTok channel. I feel like it's more effective to read than speaking on camera. It's up to him how he does it, you know? I personally like writing because it helps with my spelling. No issue with any of that at all. But he wants the same controlling him. That's the context I got with that. I don't know what you got with it, but that's what I got. Just to make it clearer, I got autism and ADHD. Using them again, I don't take advantage of anyone. Elise stopped paying me. She thinks she doesn't need to pay for the contract that she pay for ps5. She paid $29 upfront costs, saying all this again. My contract, the witness to this was my dad. He wasn't a witness because he wasn't there. Okay, that's lies. Him, the verbal something, sent me the screenshots. His dad wasn't there when I done any of that, so I don't understand what he's supposed to be a witness to. But there you go. This is Elise. She likes to gaslight people. By the way, I had to Google what gaslighting was. That's how dumb I can be sometimes. And make people turn on people. And then she plays victim when something doesn't go her way. Will get her boyfriend, fiance, or mum involved. She will lie to them. Don't need to do that. For example, she messes with my YouTube. We spoke about the YouTube account. She subscribed to Lesbian's channel. I wouldn't go that far, already discussed that. 2 girls kissing and other things, low-key stuff. Kids programs, admitted already to that. And stuff about the LGBTQ trans people. I don't remember doing that bit. And government things. Government things he would have done because he's always been into the government and stuff like that. Always interested him. She blamed someone I know. That person wouldn't touch my things. Let's unpick that very quickly. That person he's talking about, them two had a big fallout. And that guy wanted to mess with it because he didn't like him at the time. Now they're friends again. He's up his arse. They're up each other's arses. You know, they are both love the one you're with. You get what that means. If you don't, look it up. That is the end. We have finished. If it's a long one, I hope you've watched till the end. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. And, I'll see you at the next one. Bye-bye. I just want to add at the end, I thought I was finished and I'm not. There are more, but it's pretty much him repeating the same old crap, to be honest, and I don't need to go over what I've already gone over, if you know what I mean. That's a long one. I'm yet to see how long this is. But it is what it is. I just want this out there. And I also want to remind everyone to think twice before you think you're being kind to help somebody out. Because you could be having to do this. I don't know, but yeah. Don't be so generous. And I've learned from it. I know not to be this generous and help somebody to this level again. And that's it. I'm going to get on and live my life and better myself. And you can keep posting about me. And that's that. I don't know what else to say, to be fair. I've said a lot. And my voice is gonna go. But yeah, I'm going for real now. Bye everybody.